Hey everybody, welcome to HODL the Line. Appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you're smacking up that like button on your way in. If you're on X, you know the drill. Share this thing out and hit the heart there. You know, wait, where's my little? There it is. There it is. Badel, how's it going, brother?
Busy, like always.
Amen. I hear that.
Sometimes that's just an excuse, but
you're right. It is. Damn it! Stop saying it. No, listen. We all got busy going on. Just different busy. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
I did more in the last hour and a half than I did all weekend.
Wow.
But Mother Nature did not like me yesterday.
Why is that?
So I looked at the rain and the radar, and I was like, all right, we got like a storm blowing in like 2 hours. So I was like, all right, I got like 1 hour to clean some gutters, trim some trees. I cleaned the garage gutters, set up the ladder, started cutting like one of the branches down out of like the 6 that I wanted to off of one tree. Granted, I have like 20, and it just started downpouring for about 15 minutes.
Yep. Sounds about right. That's how it usually goes.
An hour and a half, and then I cracked my third beer, and I was like, all right, babe, I'm gonna have another smoke and go out
and go climb the roof.
and go finish what I was gonna do. Like, no, the wind was picking up like when I was on the garage roof. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get on the house roof. I'm just gonna trim what I can from the ladder being at an A-frame, you know, where it's nice and safe. No. 2 minutes in, it starts downpouring again. And I'm like, you know, Mother Nature's just telling me to stay inside all day. So
I get it. There it is. Crack another beer. That's what she was telling you. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I've been doing a whole senior series, right? And guys, we're going to get to you. We're going to shout out the chat and stuff. We're just sitting here going on. In that senior series, I'm sitting outside for a lot of it. And, which I kind of like, I sit in the shade. It's nice. It's sunny. Birds are chirping. It's all, all zen, And, but I'll tell you what, the last time I was out there, I tried doing it a couple of days ago, and I was sweating my ass off. I mean, it felt like, even sitting in the shade, it felt like I was melting. I'm just like, holy crap. So I actually recorded and edited the next video in that series in here, air conditioning, climate control. I figured, screw it, I'm gonna suck it up and do it here and not sweat my butt off. So I get it. If it's not one thing, or it rains and then I can't do it outside anyway, so it's whatever. So I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying. Mother Nature,
but it's like,
very
you're
fickle.
trying to do something productive outside, and Mother Nature just wants to
release fickle
all hell on you. Because like, there was people that I knew that I work with that live here in the same town as me, and they were like, oh yeah, we were driving back from this town 15 minutes away, and all I got was a couple drops. But when I pulled into town, you could see like ditches where had water in them. All the roads were like covered, and it's like, and they're like, what happened? I'm like, 10 minutes down the road and got nothing.
Yeah, like nothing. Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about some of our income generating things that we do here in the cryptocurrency space. I put a poll on my channel. Go ahead and if you're coming in on my channel, make sure that you take part in the poll. I'll be interested to see. Basically asking what have you done in regard to the same thing, generating crypto income. And BC is not here. He had a death in the family. He's the actual funeral was today, so he was dealing with that, and then going to be driving back or flying back, I believe. So BC should be back at his normal routine, I believe. Army Piper said Wednesday morning. So thoughts and prayers with BC. Safe travels coming back to home and that kind of thing. So we are going to hold down the fort here tonight. So you're going to just have to deal with us. That's what it is. All right, let's see who's here. Let's I should have probably turned this on. So there we go. So we can see when people are chatting in the chat. Kevin Hawthorne, appreciate you being here, Kevin. I think you were first there, buddy. So congratulations. And hey, man, thanks for that email. Really appreciated it. Thank you very much. And Dylan, back again. Dylan was on my morning stream, and appreciate you being here, Dylan. Thank you very much.
I think I've seen Dylan around a few times on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dylan's always around. And here we go. Wick's wife in the house. Welcome. I'd say cheers.
Hello,
well,
lady.
you know what? I'll still say cheers. It's just water for me, but you know.
It's the same old for me there.
Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, so glad you're here. Appreciate you being here. We got a bunch of people on X for BC PortCorp. So appreciate you guys being here for that as well. But again, if you want, go right into the actual live stream on his channel and you can chat and it'll pop right up in here. And we will do this. Boom. Water on the rocks. Yes. Water on the rocks. That's what it is tonight. I'm trying to be like legit right here. I got to be legit. So Jars in the house. Appreciate that. Listen, for those who don't already know, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Jar and I will be live for the Matrix Money Podcast on this channel, on the Matrix Money Podcast channel, his channel, X, you name it. We're going to be Patreon. We're going to be everywhere. We're going to be going hog. We're going to be talking mining, which we'll probably touch on a little bit toward the end of the stream tonight. We're going to be talking mining. Matter of fact, Jar, I don't know if you're around. You want to come in and jump in and talk mining with us tonight? You're more than welcome. Let me know, and I will go ahead and send you that link. But I get it. I know he usually.
I kind of thought about that a little bit on what we were going to talk about staking and nodes, and he's got the node factory.
Yep.
And due to my
we'll mention that up when we come to the mining section, because there's I think that's going to be huge. And again, we had Buck on here 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago, whatever. Basically saying he's working on something similar to that. Plus, he was talking about his own mining business, that kind of thing. So we've had a lot of this good information here with regard to stuff for you to generate income in the crypto space. Sonny in the house. Sonny, appreciate you being here, man. Only a couple of days away for the launch of the Gandhiji smart contract. Sonny was here last week. That video is in the on my channel. Go ahead and check that out under the Matrix Money Podcast. And the 15th for that, so 4 more days where that relaunch is going on. So good luck with that, sir. We'll be following up with you. Yes, exciting times. Exactly, exciting times. I bet, man. You must be busy, Sonny. You must be busy, going crazy. So yeah, I get it. Buck is a madman. Yeah. Yeah, but he's smart. Yeah, he was talking, and I'll tell you what, a lot of it kind of, okay, again, old guy, but beyond that, I like Buck. I like just conversing with him is fun. Yeah, I think it's sitting down like around that campfire in a circle, sitting there shooting the crap with Buck, beer in hand. Oh yeah. I can see that being a good old time. And Dylan saying, I'm waking up to be here at 3 a.m. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. You know what? I'm going to give you a round of applause for that because, like, holy cannoli, man. Holy cannoli. Thank you. Much thank you.
That's got to be some dedication right there, Dylan.
Well,
be up at 3 a.m. just to visit us.
To come and visit us. Holy moly. Mike in the house. Mike, appreciate you being here. Yeah, you know what? There it is. Hashtag wrench for Dylan. I will go do that in a minute here. I will make that happen momentarily. So, yes, he definitely deserves that. But I thought tonight we're going to talk some DCA and HODL strategies or DCA and Piper Academy strategies with regard to making money here in the crypto space. Staking, I mean, that's something I've done since literally I got into the space. Although it wasn't the first thing, Bitcoin mining was the first thing. And we're going to talk mining toward the end, I think, because by that time, I'm going to need a lot more water, and we're going to let Badel do a lot of the talking for that.
Mining's kind of dead, so I don't really know what there is to talk about it, but...
Well, you say that, but
I could shed some light on projects that I've seen, but...
And there's still people mining, man. And there's still people mining. And Automatic Beats is in the house. All of the above on the poll. There you go, brother. There you go. All of the above. Awesome.
What's up, Illinois homie? I just met another person from Illinois also, but they're on the plant side of topics.
Oh boy. We got to have that conversation, I'm guessing, on Crypto on the Rocks. Where's Dylan? Dylan. Oh, wait. Wow, this chat is moving too quick. I was just about to try to give you your wrench, and then all of a sudden the chat decided it was going to fly on me. Dylan, congratulations. Welcome to the Wrench Club.
And it's funny because Wick's wife nominated him, but she doesn't even have a wrench.
She doesn't.
But I'm not handing out wrenches.
Oh, see, all right. See, Badel calling me to the carpet, and we're gonna fix that right now too.
Saying though, like I don't know.
No, but you want to know what she should? I honestly thought she did. I'm not gonna lie. But welcome to the Wrench Club, Wick's wife. Thank you very much. And all right, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some politics right now between Illinois and Texas that I don't understand, but some people do.
Oh, hey, no problem, Jar. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure you knew you were welcome here. I'm sure people would have questions with some of those nodes, that kind of thing. So no worries, man. No worries. Again, tomorrow night, Jar and I live, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Matrix Money Podcast. Oh, that's what I was saying before we kind of got off. We're going to be talking mining. He's going to actually program and set up a nerd miner, one of those thumbstick Bitcoin miners, and live on the stream. And then we're going to do a giveaway for one of those. So if you want a chance to win one of those, you got to be there live tomorrow night. So yeah, Jar, see you tomorrow, brother. No worries. And you're welcome. You're very welcome. And yeah, exactly. Congrats to Dylan. Listen, you get up at 3 a.m., man. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Yes. And honestly, I really thought that Wick's wife had a wrench already. I guess I'm asleep at the wheel, man. I guess I'm asleep at the wheel. And yes, you're welcome, Dylan. You're welcome. Much deserved, sir. Much deserved. All right, so let's start out with DCA and HODL strategy. Now, first off, it's something I've done mostly. I still hold bags back from 2017. They're mostly altcoins. A lot of the Bitcoin stuff that I purchased back then, I ended up trading out or selling or just needing the money, whatever. And so, took my profits and that kind of thing. But there are still a handful of altcoins I'm holding some bags. What about you? I mean, you've been around for a little while there, Badel. You still holding bags on a DCA and HODL strategy or what?
Yeah, except for a lot of those altcoins, I'd say like 50% ahead on Trade Ogre. And I think Dave, and I think
I just felt the pit of my gut go, oh.
And I think today is like day 13 that they've been down. But I think it was like $48 worth, because there was some coins on there that I put like $30 into that was worth like 2 cents, like the Caspa Classic. I remember that was one of them, but it was like stupid coins that I put like $20 or $30 into that turned into like a few cents, and I'm just like holding that bag on the exchange just in hopes, because
yeah, I think Automatic Beats is right here. I think they're done. I hate to say it. I mean, Trade Ogre was literally an ogre. It was ugly. The only thing
that I'm gonna be mad about if Trade Ogre is actually gone is that half of my Dynex was was on Trade Ogre.
Oh, dude. Dude. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
so
bought
sorry.
it sub 3 cents and it was
Yeah,
at
but
7. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just wait until tomorrow night and then I'll see what it's at and I'll sell it. Nope. The next morning I woke up, went to work, and I see all these alerts about Trade Ogre, and I get home from work, I go to log into Trade Ogre and nothing. And it's been
yeah,
nothing since.
I don't know that I agree with you here, Automatic Beats. I like Dynex. Still DCAing myself into that. It's honestly, I see the long-term potential. I could be wrong. Like, wait, where's the banner? Let's make it official. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, old guy, interweb. Okay, there, I said it. So
I mean,
there
a
it is.
year ago, I was buying Dynex at 75 cents a coin.
Oh,
And a few months ago, I had the opportunity to buy it at sub 3 cents. So why would I not throw
and there's
20, 30
so
bucks
much.
at it and just double my coins, if not triple the coins that I had?
Yeah, no, I get it, man. And listen, there's stuff going on with that project all the time. Again, not telling you to visit and invest in that project. You do you. I'm not here to tell you what the hell to do. You all big people out there. You need to do your own crap. And K Diggity is in the house. Appreciate you being here, K Diggity. Zipping through, and Dylan saying he's missing a lot of crypto on the rocks. Listen, brother, I get it. You need sleep. Pretty soon, if you're not getting enough sleep, we're gonna have to be putting hashtag Dylan needs sleep instead of hashtag Jesse needs sleep. Let's see. I picked up some link today. You know what? I don't blame you there. WW the 2dub. It is definitely a, I don't know, I hold link. It is one of those DCA and HODL ones that I have. Link. Honestly, I'd forgotten all about that when I was making my list here. So thank you for the reminder. And yeah, I still think right now it's over. Last I checked, it was like $22 or something like that, I think. But like anything under $20 for Link, I think is a good buy. Again, not financial advice, my humble opinion. Jay Violet is in the house. Jay Violet emojis in the chat. If you are a channel member, appreciate you being here, Jay Violet. And let's see. I want to see. Oh, LBC in the house. I didn't keep this my financial advisor. Well, shame on you. You deserve what you get. If that's the case. There we go. That's better. The Shuby bucket advisor. Yeah. Shuby is the bucket advisor. Yeah. Listen, I'm hoping that we get a good what do you call that? Logo for that and get those shirts going. We'll see. We'll see. And I'm trying to set up a page on my website. I'm working that out with Shuby now. So we can do, if you want some of the laser printed products, laser printed swag, I'm working on that. So be aware of that. Like I said, LBC in the house. Welcome. Appreciate you being in there. I only have mentions on the show. Well, then you may be in trouble here if some of the stuff I'm going to mention I've been staking for a while. But anyway, what was that, Badel?
Sarah's probably gonna hate me. I may ruin her surprise, but she was trying to make something for you to maybe post on the website for sale, but her tools are packed away and could not extract it properly. But she's still working on it, and I saw it.
Well, I don't know what it is still. So I figured she was working on something because I had to send her the logo, the CCM logo. But I honestly don't have a clue the who, the what, the why. So still good. And there you go.
Spoil it for her, but
no, absolutely. And what do you think about these? Automatic Beats saying SEI and Sui are he's staking those. I didn't even know you could stake those.
I'm kind of familiar with Sui, but not really. And SEI, I have no idea. And I thought they were both kind of like meme coins.
Yeah, no, Sui's not, I don't believe, but SEI, I'm not familiar with SEI at all, to be completely honest. I mean, beyond hearing it, people in the chat, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean it's on like Coin 360, and I see it, and it's got a lot of dark green days, but I'm like, okay, it's probably already too late.
Andy's in the house. Welcome, Andy. Appreciate you being here. And oh, Diggity working on. There you go. There it is. Okay, Diggity, I've been super busy today. Would have completed. Oh man, no worries. No worries. Whatever. Let's see. Feel so special being. Oh shit.
So, Diggity, about that logo. My girlfriend's not really working on like improvising the logo. She's just trying to do something different with the logo.
And LBC's obviously been talking with BC PortCorp in the back. And again, for those who are just kind of coming into the stream right now, we're talking. Oops, I just like pulled my. Damn it. Anyway, BC had a funeral to go to today, so he is out of state. He should be traveling back home. As far as I'm aware, he'll be back up and running on Wednesday morning. So again, thoughts, prayers with him, and safe travels. So that's why BC is not here tonight, even though we are also streaming on his X. And like I said, it looks like LBC has probably been having some conversation with him in the background. BC did mention that, and I'm hoping that comes to pass. LBC, be good to have you on here. Appreciate that. Yes. What we got here? Maybe a bad date. I love that name, man. I love it. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. That is so funny. Okay, so let's circle back because already we're 20 minutes in and we barely got through one piece of this. But I appreciate everybody in the chat adding in what you're DCAing and hodling into. And obviously, Badel has a couple of things he's hodling, and some of those that I'm hodling, I'll think will, so let's give you some of the long-term stuff that I'm hodling. I had forgotten to even write down Chainlink, but Chainlink probably is one of the older ones that I'm still holding on to. I'm still holding on to, well, now that's staking. I'm still holding on to Thorchain, which is Rune. I've been holding on to that for a few years now. I was almost going to sell when it was like $10 because I bought in sub $1. So I was like, yeah, and I'm like, let it ride. And look where it is now. It's last I checked, it's like a $1.40 or something. It did a major crash when they had some issues with what they were doing for payouts, that kind of thing. I still think that that DEX has a lot of good things going for it, in my opinion. And again, the not financial advice right there. Old guy, interwebs. Another one of those older bags that I'm holding. Another one that's old that I've been holding for probably about 5 years now is XLM. It pops up in the DCA portfolio on Crypto on the Rocks all the time. What about you, Badel? You got any XLM you're holding on to by any chance?
No, I bought some of that, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Tripled my money and sold it.
It ran.
I'm sorry, like.
No, don't be sorry. Why are you sorry about taking profits, man?
I understand the long game, but also to me, if you double or triple your money in a matter of a month, maybe a few months, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few days, why would you not sell it? And then maybe reinvest when it comes back in. But it's like, to me, it's like, oh, I sold it, I got the cash. Let me go buy something that I want.
And that's actually a good point, Badel, something we should probably talk about, because you guys see me do the DCA and HODL strategy. I take it, DCA for 6 months, take it, put it into a Tangent wallet, and then it gets put aside for my grandkids, right? So that's long-term HODL. It's done. I don't touch it. That's it. Versus I have recently, or more recently, begun to do the Piper DCA strategy, where DCAing, and I've been doing it strictly with Bitcoin at this point, not any of the altcoins that he has. And if you're not part of Piper Academy already, I think pretty much everybody that's in the chat right now is. But if you're not, link is in the description. You definitely need to be going there. Alpha, Monday through Friday, and not for nothing, all kinds of great information, whether it's stock trading, whether it's crypto trading, altcoins, Bitcoin, you name it. inside his Discord. And for that, you get access to all of that for the price of admission on YouTube. So, which is like $4.99 a month. So I would be doing that. But that's just me. Anyway, but I've been recently doing that. So, doing what he recommends with regard to that DCA strategy, whether it's 1x, 2x, 3x, etc. And then waiting for the take profit now. Take profit. And like Badel just said, and maybe hold some of that aside to go and put more money in. Are you part of Piper Academy? Are you doing that DCA strategy, Badel?
I am part of Piper Academy, and no, I'm not doing the DCA like they say, because I'm a member of too much and it costs me too much, and that's like my free money.
Yep.
So it's like now that I'm part of all these groups, I don't have that free money.
I get that.
And more when you start signing up for like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Twitch, YouTube, every company nowadays has a subscription service, and you don't realize how much you really spend. Oh, $5, $15, $25, and then they all raise up.
Oh, and then they go up.
Your internet, and then your electric bill raises up, and now you're like, shit. Now I'm spending like $800 a month just on subscriptions.
That's funny. I was checking my bank today to see where I was landing, and I'm like, wait, what? My car insurance went up. When did that happen? Holy crap! Good thing I had that extra money in there. Anyway,
my electric. I was saying it, I think a week or two ago. My electric went up from 11.7 cents a kilowatt hour to just over 16.
Yep. As
soon as I hit that 16-cent kilowatt hour, I stopped adding, because it's all like 0.00002, 0.0005, 0.008. And I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe it's another penny. So maybe I'm at 17 cents now. But I'm like, that's crazy. My electric went up,
electric. They're in with the state governments, and they're just like getting so many kickbacks. They can.
And then my gas company here, they're talking about raising 50% also in the next 6 months.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, what we cannot win.
Yeah, exactly. Hence we're here trying to wake people up. All right, I don't want to get too far off track. K Diggity saying he's holding Safe Moon until he's rich. 4 years holding strong is forever. Hashtag forever.
Man, I haven't heard of Safe Moon since that rug pulled. I mean, I knew a lot of people that made money on that, like people that were friends of mine like 15 years ago that we talked about Bitcoin. They're like, oh yeah, Safe Moon, Safe Moon, Safe Moon. I'm like, no, I'm good. Or was it Safe Moon? Or it was something Moon. I think it was Safe Moon, but I could be wrong.
Yep.
But I mean, some of them made out like bandits. They're like, hey, I bought a house with it. Yeah. Some people I bought a car with it. Some people are like, oh, well, I just held on and I'm negative. And I'm like, well,
kind of like BitConnect. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to do a show about scams. That could be a very long show, given some of the scams that have been in this space. But Jay Violet, drop in the Piper Academy link right there. Make sure you are joining. Thank you, Jay Violet. Again, if you're a channel member, Jay Violet emojis in that chat. It's on my ledger. Oh, and everything. Yeah, well, there you go, man. Oh. Yeah,
I wish I would have had a hardware wallet for all my Trade Ogre coins. But
I was their exit liquidity. There you go. All right, so that was the first one. We're already a half an hour. Guys, thanks for getting this chat going right now. I really appreciate it. All right, so again, the DCA and HODL strategy, whether that's long term, because again, I mean, regardless where you end up, in my case, I take $25 a week, 15 into Bitcoin. People are saying, well, why are you investing now? Bitcoin. I've literally had this conversation with people, and they're like, it's like 120 grand. It's like, wait for it to come down. Well, it may never come down. And right, when these kids are going to be getting this 10 plus years from now, 120 grand is going to seem like nothing, in my opinion, to what the price of Bitcoin is going to be. So I'm okay with that. And then, or if you're doing that same DCA strategy, consider the Piper strategy again. Jay Violet just dropped that link in the chat. And if you're watching this on the replay, link is in the description. So go ahead. And there it is. Jay Violet all over this. She just dropped the Discord link in there. There it is. Thank you, Jay Violet. You're the best. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. All right. So let's move on to the next piece that I wanted to talk about. And that was staking. Now, it wasn't exactly what I started with. I started with Bitcoin mining with ASICs. That's how I got into the space. But shortly after I went down the rabbit hole with regard to cryptocurrency and started learning everything I possibly could with regard to cryptocurrency, staking was like, I got it. You know what I mean? I understood. Okay, here it is. And yeah, you still have to have some capital outlay, but you want to know what? To me, I thought that was more the future than the mining aspect, for a number of reasons, energy efficiency, whatever, And I know there's a whole argument to be had with proof of stake versus proof of work, and that's not what this particular stream is about. But I do still think that staking is a viable strategy. Now, I started out staking a bunch of things. Some stuff I no longer stake, oh my God, I didn't write it down, but it was just in my head until just that second I want to say it. Not Peercoin. I want to say Peercoin, but that's not correct. Okay, well, we're going to go by that because I can't remember. I no longer stake it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what I am still staking is NEO. Everybody remember NEO? I mean, I remember when that hit the market in like 2017, 18. It was like flying high. It got up to like, I want to say a little over $100 or whatever. It was going to replace Ethereum and this and that. Oh, my goodness. And they're still working on that blockchain as far as I'm aware from everything I've seen. You got to walk out. Yeah, go ahead, brother. I'll go.
Just give you like 30 seconds.
Yep, no worries. Do what you got to do. Anyway, so I am still staking that. And for staking that, you get their gas token, basically. Kind of like staking VeChain, which I was doing for a while. It's another one I was doing for a short period of time. And you get the VThor token. So NEO is one of the ones I'm still staking. Matter of fact, tell me in the chat what you're staking, if you're staking. And did you ever stake NEO? I'll be interested to see how many people, or are you still staking NEO? I'll be interested to see how many people still doing that. Obviously, for those Cardano lovers out there, I do stake ADA. So, and for the ones that have been part of the DCA portfolios that I'm giving to my grandchildren, those are also staking. It only makes sense. Anybody that tells me that they're buying ADA or we're talking and, good projects, whatever, blah, blah, blah. ADA, Cardano is always one of them. And again, never financial advice, but I always tell people what I'm doing. So, and that's all staking. Jay Violet saying she's staking Solana. There you go. Hey, again, you guys know I ain't no Solana fan here. But if you are, and I don't know if Jar is still in the chat, Lord knows, Jar is still waiting now for that price to go back up and get his break-even point and then maybe make a little ROI there. So maybe that's what's going on with regard to that. Let's see. Automatic B saying staking Solana. So Solana to the moon. Yes, exactly. There you go. You're staking ADA, Cosmos, and a few others. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And it's so easy to do. You don't even have to, you can stake in almost any wallet these days. Tangent. You can stake in Tangent. You can just leave it in there long-term, staking in Tangent. If you use Exodus, I love Exodus for hot wallets. You can stake in Exodus. I would encourage you, if you're staking, to not stake on something like Coinbase, Gemini, etc. Because again, not your keys, not your coins, but anyway. Okay, so I'm still currently staking NEO, still staking Cardano, and I'm staking HBAR. I like HBAR. I'm staking that in the Hashback wallet. Matter of fact, I think I put a whole couple of videos together showing you how to do that. If that was something that you are, oops, I have to pull that off the screen. Something that you're looking to looking to do, learn about, whatever. Is staking still valid so late in the bull run? See, okay, I get it. And an honest question. Here's my honest answer. To me, I don't. Why not? Who cares if the price goes down if you've got a long-term strategy? Now, if you're looking to like flip that for whatever reason because you need to, you're going to need to take profits or whatever, maybe it's time to start considering taking some of those profits ahead of time and maybe let a little bit ride so you're still getting some of those returns. I don't know. But to me, and the way I envision it, Dylan, is I do staking like that's it. I'm going to stake until the wheels fall off this bad boy. That's the way I look at it. And that's why, especially with like Cardano and HBAR, I figure, let her rip.
So I have two examples on that.
Yeah, go right. I was about to ask. Go right ahead.
So I stake Crow or Kronos, the Crypto.com coin, on their platform.
Okay.
And to unstake, they say it's an estimated 29 days. Now, my original price was like sub 5 cents. So when it hit 12 cents, I was like, all right, fine. Let's unstake 50% of what I have. Fine. It'll take 29 days. Estimated. Nope. Less than 48 hours. I think it was actually the next day. I had my 50% unstaked and I sold it.
Nice. I'm glad it was that quick. And yeah, I don't like the locking periods.
I'm like, okay, I just tripled what I had.
Yeah.
But that other 50% was still staking. And I just had this in the cash account, USDT, I believe is what they use. I mean, you can transfer money out of crypto.com multiple ways, but I think I had it in like USDT or whatever, a stable coin. But then like I had my Cardano staked on Coinbase and they said an estimated of 2 days. But there's been times that I've unstaked from there and it's taken almost 7 days.
Oh yeah.
Like 7 business days. So you're talking like a week and a half.
Yes.
And that's where you were telling me about the Daedalus wallet. And so I moved all of my Cardano off of Coinbase to the Daedalus wallet.
Yep. And there's no lock period. And that's why
I can move that to Coinbase right now. Okay, maybe an hour or so is when it arrives, then I can sell it. But there's no unstaking period of estimated 2 days, then it taking 7, 10 days, or maybe it's 2 hours. I mean, you just don't know.
You're right. And that's one of the things when I decide what I'm going to stake. If there's a lock period like that, I generally won't do it. I won't do it because I want to have access to it when I want to have access to it. How do you know, like, you're not going to need it? I need it and I need it. Now, what's that commercial? I need cash now. You know what I'm saying?
It's my money and I need it now.
Exactly. There it is. It's like, how do you know? You don't. So like, you got to be able to have access to that. Just to run through a couple of the comments, I've been trying to keep up with the chat. LBC saying here, now referring to the staking, depends on what your staking and your investment horizon. Exactly what I just said. It's, if you're thinking long term, who cares? You know what I mean? If you're going to need it for some kind of profit, whatever. And then, yes, I love Tangent, man. I'll tell you what. I do. I mean, I get it. It's like any hardware wallet. Has pluses, has minuses. I don't care. Ledger, Trezor, doesn't matter. They all got pluses and minuses, including Tangent. But I really do love the simplicity of Tangent. If you don't plan on selling, then stake away. Yeah, exactly. Automatic Beat says it right here, man. Yeah, if you're going to be holding long term, bam, let that sucker ride. Let it ride.
I mean, it's like he says, or CCM. He DCAs every Bitcoin and another coin. He throws it on a hardware wallet, and he doesn't have any plans for it except for to give it to his grandkids.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, you can't talk more long-term HODL than that.
And username is in the house. Welcome if you're a channel member. Username emoji.
Your friend's username, not according to your chats.
Let's see. I am not a fan of ADA, but even I know don't stake on Coinbase. What a
And you know what's sad is I staked on
Oh,
Coinbase for probably about 4 years of ADA. And then I went to the Daedalus through CCM. And I'm still kind of iffy. I mean, I like the fact that I can withdraw it at any time, but I feel the Coinbase rewards are a little bit more than the Daedalus wallet. I was
again,
thinking about
I would
maybe
assume
doing
it
like a
depends on the
video,
pool.
like
It's
a
like
30-day
anything else.
video of like doing 50-50, like an even amount,
It,
just to compare the rewards. But then it's like, well, if you know crypto and you know staking, you're not going to stake through an exchange. So
well,
then it's kind of
right.
like, well, why would I even make that video then? You know, like
Again, you guys got to do what's right for you, because everybody's, listen, I'm not a fan of leaving your shit on exchanges. Heaven forbid. I don't care if you've been here a week or 7 years. I've been I say it all the time, but like you got to do what's best for you. I mean, again, not financial advice. I thought that staking was always with a locking time. No, not if you're staking it on your own. A lot of these, like the ones I mentioned, no lock on any of those. The ones I'm staking, no lock. Again, because of how I'm staking them. I'm staking Neo in the Neon wallet. I'm staking ADA in the Daedalus wallet, or in Tangent. I'm staking the HBAR in the Hashpack wallet. So it's like all native wallets for these assets.
it's mainly the exchanges I feel that have that withdrawal time on staking. As if you use like their native wallet, most of them, to my knowledge, don't have an unstaking period. It just takes whatever time to withdraw your coins through their blockchain.
Yep. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And K Daily saying, I like Tangent because it's not depending on something electronic to work or not. Yeah, well, exactly. The card is the card. It doesn't update software, none of that baloney. The only thing that gets updated is their mobile app, which is open source software. And so, that's constantly being bombarded and audited by everybody. The fourth horseman is here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yes, we mentioned about this when Sonny came into the chat a little while ago. For those that didn't see that interview with Sonny on last week's HODL line, go check that out. When we're done here, we're gonna head into mining here in a minute, and then kind of wrap this thing up. We gone a lot longer on these two topics alone. Thank you to the chat for moving this thing along. But yeah, while I have this comment up, I should probably also point that out. That was something when the original contract that is relaunching here in 4 days that the fourth horseman is talking about right here came out. I was in that relatively, probably within the first month of it being launched, and I loved it. It was a set it, forget it. And then when I think I mentioned that during that stream, I went back 6 months later and I was like, holy crap, I got half an ETH here. I didn't do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, winner, chicken dinner. So again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but go do your research and check that out.
But that's kind of the nice thing about staking, though, is you don't have to do anything. Like all you do is send your coins or stake your coins, however you want to do it, and then you just sit there and you just collect money. Like it's a lot different than mining. Like mining, you got to spend money to make money, or DCA where you got to spend money to HODL.
Yep.
But
and Jay Violet has her strategy right here, and I get this strategy too. You stake what you feel like you can live with, because you got a lock period of whatever. In this case, she's saying 3 days, but who knows? Could be 7 days, like Badel was saying earlier, 29 days, whatever it is. If you can live with knowing that you can't touch that for that amount of time, well, there you go. Oh man, I love you. Hashtag group chat. Hashtag group chat.
Username you said on Friday, we're mutual and we are friends. Well,
there you go.
Sound like it tonight, but
there
I
you
get
go.
it.
K Diggity's got it right here. Hashtag givers gain right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jesse, Uncle Jesse's in the house. If you are a channel member, Uncle Jesse emojis in the chat. Jesse, appreciate you being back here again. He was on my live stream earlier this morning. And as always, doing a wonderful job, even though he got his stitches out today. So keep healing up there, brother. Keep healing up. And yes, right there, what he said. Everybody hit that like button. Smash up those like buttons. Absolutely. And don't be afraid to share this thing out. We like you sharing this stuff out. It helps us to grow here. It really does. Just scanning real quick to make sure we didn't miss anything. It doesn't look like it. All right. So anything else you want to add into that with regard to staking, Badel, before we move on to mining?
Just that staking is the simplest and easiest way to make passive income, in my opinion, which is also not financial advice.
Yeah. Exactly. It really is. And with the technology growing the way it's growing, it's gotten so much easier. I remember again, not to get too far down the staking rabbit hole again, but back in 2017, 2018, when a lot of this stuff was still you had to be in the GUI wallets, you had to make sure that you did this, that whatever, to make sure that you had it backed up properly and so you didn't lose all your stuff. It was kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, let's be honest. But it's gotten so much better now, so much better. So again, I see it as an option. If it's comfortable for you and you can do it where you have complete custody, where there's no lock periods, finding those coins and tokens that you can stake to get that back, hey, why not? And again, depending on how you do it, you can do it in options, like I said, like Tangent, for example, like Exodus, whatever. So again, considerations. All right, let's move on.
I mean, I don't know, some coins kind of piss me off about their core wallets. And like XRP, I lost 250 XRP in one transaction because the transaction ID was one letter off, even though the wallet address was right. But then when I transferred my Dynax, they still had the same thing. They had like a transaction ID, but I think they call it like a security ID or something. But it's like you got to put in your wallet address plus this address plus the amount you want to transfer. And then is the fee going to come out of what you transfer or out of your wallet? And then it's like, okay, well, I already done fucked this up one time. So that's why I was like, all right, let me just send half my Dynax, because at least if I fuck up, I don't lose everything.
Yeah, you're not losing the whole kit and caboodle.
Like, I already learned it once.
Unless you're on Trade Ogre.
Well, I don't like the whole copy and paste thing, because your computer remembers everything that you copy and paste.
Yeah,
right?
You got to clear all that shit.
If you copy a wallet address and then you paste it, and then you copy the transaction ID and then you paste it, and then a hacker gets into your computer, well, then they have that information. Now, I'm sure most wallets, maybe, I don't know, they change that every transaction, but some don't. I've used a lot of wallets that don't. You can use the same transaction ID in the same wallet over and over and over for years to come.
Yep.
And they still work.
Some do, some don't. Yep. You're right. And generally that's for receiving addresses. Yep.
So I just look at it on the benefit of, if somebody was to have access to my computer, I wouldn't want them to, like a third party, like a hacker, I wouldn't want them to access whatever I copy and paste.
Yep. Agreed.
So that's why I prefer just to type it in. But, I fucked up once and I love it.
I mean, those strings, listen, I don't know if you guys follow me on X. If you want to, links in the description, obviously. But one of the things I just did was put in for as part of Dash Pay, because you guys know I love Dash here. If you're going to be living on crypto, man, that's the way to go. And B Team in the house, welcome. Appreciate you being here. And I just applied for their username. So now I can have my own specific username. It'll always come to me, but yet it randomizes the addresses. So, you know, it's more difficult to track, to give you obfuscation and more security. So you might want to consider, and I know Dash isn't the only one that does that, but to me, I love Dash, man. It is so quick. It is so simple. I transferred Dash the other day, and it seemed like I no sooner got done pressing the button, it was there. It was like insanely fast. Matter of fact, we're going to start talking about mining right now. So I was going to save this to the end, but to the point. I was going to Jar again. I'm not sure if he's still sitting in here, sitting in here in the chat or not. If you are, Jar, go ahead, chime on in. But he has something called the Node Factory. I did a video on signing up for a share. Basically, it breaks down nodes into shares, ASIC miners, stuff like that into shares. So you only have to buy a fractional share, and then you get a fractional share of the whatever the rewards are for what that miner gets. So I did that for the ASIC, but I'm stacking Dash because I'm going to go, they have a Dash node. So I'm going to go ahead, because Dash nodes are super expensive. You need it's like $30,000 or something stupid like that in order to put together enough, almost like having an Ethereum node, for crying out loud, to have one of those nodes. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to get me a few $100s worth of Dash together, and I'm going to go and buy me some of those shares. So watch for that video once I get the Dash together. But anyway, I was getting that Dash to the wallet, and like I said, that quick, as soon as I hit send, boom, there it was. It was there.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with running a node at home, but like you said, some of them nodes, I think the Ethereum node, when they first went proof of stake, was 33 Ethereum.
Yeah.
At that time, it was $60,000 or $80,000, because I think it was 2,600 Ethereum or 2,600 per Ethereum, and you need 33 Ethereum.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not quite sure.
No, your numbers are pretty close. Your numbers are pretty close.
But it was 80 to 100,000 to invest in an Ethereum node. And yes, you're going to get all these returns, but your returns are locked for 4 years.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry, but who's going to give some random Joe Schmo $100,000 or even say $60,000 at minimum to hold for 4 years? And then I'm going to give you a percentage of the profits. Okay, well, what's the percentage of the profits? What are the profits? What's the percentage? Oh, well, we don't know. I'm sorry, but who in the right mind would literally just hand a random stranger that kind of money and, oh, well, I got your back in 4 years or 5 years. But then it actually turned out to be even longer, if I remember right.
Yep. I think you're correct, because there was they extended the lock period or something. I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while as they were doing that.
They did extend the lock period, but then when they started doing the unlocking, they only unlocked don't quote me, I'm going to say 10 or 15% at a time, because they didn't want the whole Ethereum economy to just sell all at once and crash the price, which was a smart move. But I mean, when you got your money invested in this company for 4, 8, maybe plus years, why am I not the first? Oh, because I'm the smaller bag holder.
That's right. Come on, man. You're nothing by comparison to some of these big boys. You know what I'm saying? And Jesse, thank you for putting LBC's info in there. Yeah, LBC, if you're not following him, you need to do that. Jay Violet, thank you with the X information there. Appreciate that very much. You do? You do? Really, username? I don't know. We'll have to discuss that over our beer. That's coming soon, brother. That's coming soon. Speaking of which, before we get a little bit more into the whole mining thing here, if anybody's going to be at the Boston Blockchain Conference in about 3 weeks, let me know. We'll catch up at the conference. If you are going to be at the Free State Bitcoin Digital Asset Conference in New Hampshire in October, let me know. We will catch up with that. I look forward to being able to do that. Okay.
I wish I lived in your area. There's so many conferences near you.
Well, I mean, those are the only ones I think for like the entire year. They just happen to be back to back, pretty much. Unfortunately, or if there's another one, I'm unfamiliar with it, but I'll keep my eyes open and I'll let you guys know.
Hey, if there's anything near Chicago, let me know, because I don't know. Apparently, I'm out of loop or something, but
Well,
there ain't
damn it,
nothing
Badel.
in Chicago. Granted, I would not rather go into Chicago, but it is what it is.
No, I am not in New Hampshire. I am in New England, and I love going to New Hampshire. If username is still up, there he is. I was gonna say username will tell you that's my retirement place. That's where I'm gonna go retire to. A drink season, maybe 10. Okay, we got to start somewhere. Username. We got to start with one step there, one drink. All right.
You got to remember that the camera is always going to be recording their username, so
that could be scary. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. That I again, if you're looking to do something more fractional with regard to mining, I again link to the Node Factory in the description. Buck is going to be coming out with a whole thing for Piper Academy, so watch for that. A lot of you guys are all part of Piper Academy. Hey, Shuby made it. Welcome, Shub. Appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate it. And for those channel members, Shuby Buckets in the chat. Come on, Shuby Buckets. And all right, so more mining. We've talked a lot recently with regard to solo mining Bitcoin. We've talked about the bit axes. Matter of fact, my intent is to record that, putting that bit axe together tomorrow so I can get it out shortly. Knock on wood. Let's hope that works how it's supposed to, and that'll happen. I got the internet squared away now, and so I'm good to go with that. So watch for that. But I mean, solo mining is definitely an option. If you want to put together and have the technical know-how to put together, obviously ASICs are an option, and obviously the node mining. Much like you can talk with Jar and I tomorrow about if you're here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. What say you? What do you want to talk to the peeps about with regard to mining, Badel? I know mining is dead.
Not a whole lot, but I'm trying to put it plain and simple. If you're an at-home miner using GPUs or ASICs, it's not profitable at this time unless if you have like sub 5 cents power, I feel. And it's like I see a lot of these people saying, "Oh, they got free power," but they're like in a college dorm. Okay, well, go ahead.
Not everybody has that.
Plug in like an L9 or an L19 or no S9 or S19. You know, plug in like an L7 or an L9, which most of the time requires like 240 volt. You're not gonna want that thing humming in your dorm at a college because you have free power.
Why not?
Because it produces a lot of heat and a lot of freaking noise. Now, I don't have any ASICs here per se. I mean, I have some Nano 3s and some bit axes, but
yep,
they produce heat. Well, okay, so the bit axes are quiet and don't produce a lot of heat. The Nano 3s produce a lot of heat, and their fans from time they ramp up a little bit just to keep the unit cool, but it's nothing like an ASIC. Now, I've never had an ASIC, so I can't speak for that, but somebody wants to give me an ASIC to review for a month.
Come on, do it. Yeah, do it.
Even mailing it back. I just want to hear the difference because I keep hearing about how loud like Delta fans are, and Retro Mike gave me like 12 or 15 Delta fans. I plugged one in and I can hear it all throughout my house. Just one.
Wow.
So I can only imagine if I had like 15 of them suckers running. Yeah, no.
That might be a little bit much. Might be. But overall, let's say you've got something like an 8 cent max on your power. What do you think? You think it's profitable?
Mining per coin, no, unless if you want to support the algorithm. I mean, even at 8 cent, like I was at 11.6, 11.7, somewhere in that area. And I was doing AI on Salad. And I was making a couple bucks a day off of 330.70s.
Yep.
But even Salad right now is, pardon my, because on Friday I was at $52. And to get a $50 payout, they charge a 10% fee. So you need $55. So Friday, say at this time, I was at 52.50, right? What do you think I'm at right now?
I have no idea.
I was making like $4 a day.
Oh,
I haven't even broke 53 cents right now.
damn.
I'm making like 2 cents a day off of 330.70s. And I'm like, that this happened at that $25 payout. Like as soon as I hit $25, the payout would have been like $27.50. Then all my rigs went offline and they didn't pick up a job for like a week. And I'm like, and I watched some other people and they're like, oh, it's the new update or this or that or the other. Or your GPU's not in demand. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I plugged my screen into that GPU and I get 30 notifications of 3070 in high demand. And I'm like, okay.
Listen.
But then once in a while,
gotta have good power
I get that thing of like how my PC can't download the job or something like that. But I've also been experimenting because I went from SSDs to like hard disk drives. Yeah, I'm sorry, I swore a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Really aggravate me because it's like, oh, you need $55 to pay out for 50, but I'm at 52.80, and now I can't pick up a job for the life of me. Like,
yep. And Jesse, go get some sleep. We don't want to be putting any hashtags in here. Jesse needs sleep. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you. And like I said, heal up good. Listen, guys, I appreciate the discussion we've had. Thank you for everybody in the chat, kind of keeping this thing going. I think we're going to start wrapping up here because OC Guy is live. And if you're on my channel watching on YouTube, we're going to forward you straight over there so you can just go and raid his stream. And when you get there, don't forget CCM raid in the chat. Badel, is there anything you want to throw out there before we wrap this thing up?
Honestly, mining right now is not the way. I feel staking is, and or just DCA and just long-term HODL. To put it blunt and nice.
Fair enough.
As you heard me about mining, yeah, went to AI and that didn't turn out all that great either. Now there's different platforms of AI that we could talk about, but I haven't explored them, so I don't know.
Maybe that will be for a different stream. Yep, definitely options. And right here, if you haven't already done it, smack up that like button. All right, guys. Just to give you guys what the housekeeping is here. We're here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Next week, BC will be back with us. We're going to be talking, I don't know what, when we come back next Monday. I'm hoping to actually have a guest lined up, but we'll see how that goes. He has not yet gotten back to me to confirm, so we'll see. And we got LBC coming down the pike here soon, so who knows? Maybe he'll be here next week. We'll see. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're joining myself and Jar on the Basics Money podcast, 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay. We're going to talk mining again. He's going to actually put on and program one of those nerd miner, the thumb drives, live on the stream. And then we're going to give one away. So make sure if you're looking to get one of those, you are here for that. And then Joe, and I should be live Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's going to do it, man. And then, of course, you know what happens on Friday night. I'm not even going to tell you because you guys know Crypto on the Rocks. It's not like I got to keep reminding you all that. All right, we're heading out. If you're on YouTube, sit tight, and you're going to head directly over to the OC Guy member, CCM Raid, in the chat. We're going to dance our way out of here. Listen to part of the song that BC put together as our exit song. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, fingers frozen, call it ice on my grip. Wallet getting heavy, yeah, it's making me trip. Charge doing backflips, but I'm steady, don't slip. Never fold, got a diamond script, no eclipse. Wolves in the market, they circle and pray. I'm a bull on parade, charging every payday. Paper hands crumble, they just fade away. I'm stacking sats, building castles where I stay. Diamond hands, I ain't letting it go. Stacking up, yeah, I'm watching it grow. Riding waves, yeah, I'm surfing the flow. Up and down, but my faith never low. Diamond hands, yeah, they gleam and they shine.